Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Let's Play Dreamfall, The Longest Journey. Last time we arose from the bottom of the earth in those caves, and now we seem to have reached the surface. Where does this lead? Well, let's find out. It leads to a loading screen. Thank you very much. Huh. This place looks a bit familiar. Could this possibly be what I think it is?
Benrima, visitor.
What are you on about, Bryn?
She's standing right next to you.
Hello?
Oh, blessed be the sixth child, you startled me.
You sure look startled.
You speak English? Oh, thank God. Listen, I'm not sure what's
Speak what? Who are you? Where do you come from?
I don't know. I think I'm dreaming. It's just that no matter what I do, I can't seem to wake up.
Dream? This is no dream, child. Do you need me to pinch your arm?
What? No. No, that's... The twins, they did something to me. Something...
How did you get in? We don't open until midday.
Open what?
The inn, child. What do you think? Are you soft-witted, or... By the balance, you're from the other side, aren't you?
What?
Gracious me. Another shifter. Why do they always end up here?
Another what?
You must go see Minstrel Magda immediately. She will explain everything.
Minstrel Magda?
Leave now, but be cautious, and don't speak a word of this to anyone. They have ears everywhere.
Look, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know what a shifter is, or why I'm supposed to see this Magda person, and...
I understand that you are frightened, child.
You don't understand. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I'm almost starting to think that those stories Charlie told me about April Ryan are true.
Did you say April Ryan?
Yeah. Do you know her?
No, I don't recognize the name. You need to see Minstrel Magda, child.
I guess I don't have a choice. Dream or no dream. Where can I find her?
She moves around, but Blind Bob ought to know where she is. He's right outside. You can't miss him.
Blind Bob, Minstrel Magda, underground cities and strange monsters. I feel like I'm inside some kind of fairy tale. All right. I'll go talk to, Blind Bob. Thank you. What's your name?
Benrima Salmon, child. I'm the innkeeper of the Journeyman Inn. If you ever need anything, come see me. I'll help you the best I can.
I'm Zoe, and thank you. I'm sure I will see you again. You're the only person I know in this place.
Well, she's literally the only person you've seen in this place. Not counting that weird dude that got up when he heard us talking about April Ryan. But yes! This is the same inn that April Ryan stumbled into all those years ago. Well, let's go find Blind Bob. I'm sure he'll be very happy to help us. It is as we suspected. We are indeed in Marcuria. But that's odd. That's something new that wasn't there before. That huge tower. Guess we'll find out about it sooner or later.
So cold, so hungry, so blind. Arms.
Okay, I'm guessing this is Blind Bob. I mean, I'm no scientist, but...
Arms for a poor old blind bastard with no home, no hearth.
I'm so sorry, I don't have any money.
Ah, well, I'll let you in on a secret, Rose Petal. Blind Bob's happy he don't have no home, no hearth. Had those, hated them, left to begin a career in begging. Now a pauper's life is a king's life. Freedom, fresh air, no strings, no stress, no bleeding taxes.
No roof above your head.
Aren't you cold?
You think? But no. Had a bit of an accident with a fire charm when I was a wee lad. Left me permanently temperate. It's actually quite pleasant.
But what about that whole being blind thing? That can't be good.
Oh, that? It's theoretical.
Theoretical?
I could have been blind. Had an accident with a chemical spell when I was a wee lad. Near burned me eyes out.
But it didn't.
No, not at all. Miss Blind Bob's face by a mile. Could have burned me eyes out, mind you. Could very well have. So, I'm theoretically
That's
blind.
not how it works.
Of course, theoretically Blind Bob is no proper name for a beggar. So I just use Blind Bob nowadays. That's me, that is.
Okay. Hello.
This person does not seem intellectually honest. Well, I guess we need his help, so we might as well.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask. I might answer, I might not.
Fair enough. I'm looking for someone. The innkeeper said you might know. Her name is...
Hold it right there, Rose Petal. Tit for tat. Them's the rules.
What do you mean?
If you want Blind Bob to do you a favour, you do him one first.
So like we have a choice over here, bastard.
Fair enough. What do you want? Just so you know, I don't have any money.
Well, Rose Petal, you seem to be cosy with old Ben Rima in there. Ha! Now she makes a robust mulled wine. Just the thing for a cold winter's morning. But Ben Rima, she don't take well to Blind Bob sitting on her doorstep. And she don't willingly part with her wares without recompense of sorts.
You want mulled wine?
Oh, a bottle would do nicely, Rose Petal. Mind, it's the good stuff now. Made with Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices.
Mulled wine made with Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices. Fine, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thanks, Petal. You've made a theoretically blind man happy. Don't mind me, good sir, madam. I'm just a poor old blind bastard with nowhere to go and nothing to eat.
What is with this guy? Oh god, I walked into the loading screen. What is with that guy? He's so fucking cool. Can I walk next to you? God, you're such a baller. God, you're so badass. Benrime, we have a problem. Where are you, lady? Oh, there she is. I'm blind. Lady.
Hello?
Yes? Oh, it's you. What can I do for you, child?
The voice acting is amazing. This game. Oh, it is you.
I spoke with Blind Bob, but he wouldn't tell me anything.
Ah, yes. Tit for tat. Given a chance to bargain, Blind Bob will take it. What does he want now?
Mulled wine. He wants mulled wine made with, Mrs. something or other spice mix.
Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices. For a beggar, Blind Bob is quite particular.
I don't know what to do. If I can't find Minstrom Magda, I can't get home. If I can't get home...
Calm down, child. I will help the best I can. I have red wine and I can heat it up for you, but I'm all out of spices. I was supposed to receive a delivery this morning, but no one has been by yet, and I cannot leave the inn to get them myself.
Maybe I could pick up the spices for you.
You could. I buy my spices from a merchant at the Southgate Market. His is the first stall on the left when you walk down Irede Avenue. Just tell him Benrime sent you to pick up her order of Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices. And be sure to mention that I'm not happy he did not make his delivery as scheduled. I will put some wine on the boil while you are away.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, child. Run along now.
Wait, how do I get to the market?
The quickest way would be through Old Town, but they've closed it off this morning. You'll have to go the long way around. Walk east, towards the tower. When you get to the tower square, go south. That will take you onto Irede Avenue, which leads all the way down to the south gate.
East, then south. Okay, thank you.
Alright. Well, it's a fetch quest. Because we haven't had enough of those. Okay, east. But this is...
So cold, so hungry.
Oh,
so
shut up, you liar!
arms.
Couldn't I argue that I theoretically gave him money? I could have gave him money, but I didn't. I could have gotten him wine, but I didn't. Oh my god, I love this guy. So much. Okay. Wow. The area sure has changed since we were last here. And that's that huge tower we saw in the distance. Alright, so it sure has changed. All these structures, they're new. This huge ass tower is also new, and it looks very Middle Eastern in architecture too. It actually looks Persian, and I guess that's not surprising considering that the word Azadi comes from Persian and it means freedom. So I thought that would be a little interesting tidbit. I love this style of architecture. I love Islamic architecture in general. It seems that whatever these people are here, that they have military tents all over the place. It seems like the city is under occupation. We left it wasn't, but it seems like these soldiers that we saw April Ryan fight are all over the place.
These guards really stick out. You can tell they're not from around
No,
here.
they are not at all. Hello.
The construction of our glorious tower will soon be complete.
Yeah, that's one huge overcompensation, man. I don't care. I don't care. Alright, so let's head down to the market. At least the market should be theoretically the same. Not theoretically as in theoretically blind Bob, but actual... Okay, shut up, you know. Alright, so this is... I assume that these machines are their doing as well.
I keep seeing these machines everywhere, but I still don't know what they're used
It's
for.
a steam machine. It does stuff with steam. Okay. Oh god. Is that really?
The salty seaman? Okay.
Okay, that's disgusting. But what about this one? What's this one called?
The cock and the, puss.
Okay, seriously? Seriously? This is horrible. Salty semen and the cock and puss. Gee! Gee! My ethics are being destroyed. Sailor's supplies. Okay. Alright, so the market looks somewhat similar. It even has those blue flames that April commented about in the first game.
Spices! We've got spices! Get your
Hello.
Mrs. Mullins. Hello, hello. Ha, what a wonderful morning we're having. How may I be of service today, young lady?
You may die! Or give me spices.
The innkeeper at the Journeyman sent me to pick up an order of Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices. It's for...
Mulled wine. Yes. Oh, Ben Rime boils the best cauldron in town, she does. Absolutely wonderful. I'll have them sent right up. Fantastic. Next.
Hold on. Ben Rime needs the spices right now. You could just give them to me and I'll deliver them for you.
Why, yes. Yes, I could give the spices to you. What a wonderful idea. Saves me from having to deliver them, doesn't it? Fantastic. No problem. None at all. Except...
Except what?
There's a tiny problem. Nothing major, nothing that can't be solved. Why, it's barely worth mentioning. You see, the thing is, I don't actually have any spices at all this morning.
I see. Isn't this the spice store? Ben Rime told me to go to the spice store.
Well, then you've certainly come to the right place. I sell spices and little else. In fact, I'm the exclusive distributor of Mrs. Mullins in Marcuria. Best spice mixers in the Northlands, or any lands. It's just that, well, my delivery is a tiny bit delayed this morning.
Really? How delayed?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be here any... quite a bit, to be honest with you. Quite a bit.
But why?
How delayed is quite a bit.
I'm sure it won't take more than a few hours.
Excuse me?
A few hours, at most. Before lunchtime, I'm sure. Or by tea time. If he's not here by dinner time, I'll eat my left shoe.
I really do need those spices. Like, now.
I wish I could be of more help, young lady, but as long as the ghetto's closed, the carriages are stuck in Burrow Crook.
The ghetto?
Oh, you're an out-of-towner. Welcome to Marcuria, etc., etc. Wonderful, wonderful.
So what about the ghetto?
Right. Well, the Azadi have set aside a section of Old Town for the Magicals. That way they can be with their own. We don't bother them, they don't bother us. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Why can't the carriages come through?
Well, once in a while, the Azadi help the Magicals weed out undesirables. They close the ghetto down, search the buildings for criminals and contraband, sort of spring cleaning, if you will.
And your supplier is stuck in, what, traffic?
On the other side of the ghetto, up Burrow Crook, towards Coldstone Gate. Why, right below the Journeyman.
I just came from there.
Right, so you Wait. Why don't we help each other out, eh? If you pick up my delivery of Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices, our specialty, and bring them back here, I can give you Ben Rime's order.
Sure, whatever you say. What a freaking... Brr.
I guess it beats waiting around.
Fantastic! You'll want to speak with Harry Kinran. He's a bearded fellow, a tad ornery, but a decent fellow at heart. He'll be up Burrow Crook, right below the Journeyman Inn. You can't miss him. Ask him for Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices. He'll try and get some money from you, but the order's been paid for already.
Guy with a beard, wagons, Burrow Crook. Okay, I'll try my best.
Come right back here with the spices, and I'll give you Ben Rime's order. Wonderful. Fantastic.
Oh, come on. So, to do one fetch quest, we have to do another fetch quest? This is very unsettling. So, a little bit of backstory about the Azadi. 10 years ago, Marcuria was about to be invaded by the Tyrem. And the Azadi liberated Marcuria, and instead of leaving after that, they decided to stay and spread the message of their goddess and civilize the people, basically.
What are we doing with this one?
He was caught inside the ghetto, selling medicine to the Magicals.
You know what that is, don't you? Treason.
Treason against the Empire, and Sadir that'd have your head off.
In a second. Any humans who get involved with the Magicals are traitors to their race.
That might not warrant an appointment with the Blade here in this goddessless city, but we'll find a way to get you shipped off to Sadir. Move it!
So yeah, as you saw with their quote-unquote liberation and civilization, they brought them a huge embargo on magic. Basically, they think that magic is evil and they should rely on technology instead of magic. And as of that, Marcuria has a huge amount of magical creatures. So, I mean, you can imagine they made them live in a ghetto and they are really not doing very well. So, I mean, let's go find the spices.
I'm just a poor old guy.
Alright, so this is the road that leads down to the ghetto, and it's apparently blocked off. And here's Mr. Bearded Dude that we need to talk to. Okay, game, we get it. It's blocked off. It's blocked. Hello, Beardman!
May the six grant me strength. As if this morning hasn't been trying enough. And what do you want, girl?
On
second thought, don't tell me. I'm not in the mood for idle chatter.
But
Magicals? Damned ghetto rats. And those rebels? More like terrorists, if you ask me. Not a day goes by without them troublemakers making trouble for the rest of us. They should stick them on a boat and send them out to sea, so as they don't bother honest humans trying to make an honest living. Call themselves freedom fighters, the terrorists do. But it's because of them that I'm stuck here. Again! Freedom? Freedom for who? From what? It's not like the Azadi are keeping us imprisoned. In fact, life's a damn sight better than it was before they came. If this is oppression, I don't want to be liberated.
listen,
Ye gods, I mean goddess. There's only one. Blessed be her name, etc.
You are so annoying. Listen to me. I just spoke with the spice merchant at the Southgate Market.
You'll have to wait until they reopen the ghetto, just like everyone else.
Well, he sent me to pick up a delivery of, Mrs. Mullins' mixed spices.
What? No, that's, all right. It's irregular, but I reckon I can part with it for a fair price.
He said it's been paid for already, and that you'd probably try to weasel more money out of me.
For the love of... just tell him we'll sort it out when I get down there. Mind you, it could take a while. Doesn't look like they're reopening the ghetto anytime soon.
I'm sorry, but he said he needs the spices right away. He's out of stock.
I keep hearing this buzzing sound in my ear, but I don't see any black flies around. Only you.
You can ignore me all you want, but I'm not leaving. If you think you're having a bad day, you should try mine on for size.
By the Mojals. I mean, by the grace of the six blessed be their names. If you'll leave me be, I'll give you the bloody spices. And now, for the love of the goddess and for the sake of my sanity, let me be miserable in peace.
Absolutely. Won't bother you again. Thank you.
What a dick! Well, we have the spices. But now we have a moral quandary. Should we just go give all the spices to Benrime, or should we go give them to the trader and take Benrime's order to Benrime? Well, it's not like it makes a huge difference, but I like to imagine that... Shut up, Bob. That it's fair. Can Minster Magda help us, and will we ever get back to Stark? The answer to these questions and more in the next part.
Too juicy for my mom, too juicy for my dad, too juicy for my nan man. Frutella, too fruity for my cat, too juicy for my dog, too fruity for my shark. Frutella, too juicy for my car, too fruity for my shirt, so juicy it hurts.
Right, stop that. It's far too juicy.